He says, I'm taking Social Security at age 70. When should I begin the application process so that my benefits start as soon as possible after my 70th birthday? Are there any issues or special considerations to be aware of as a U.S. citizen receiving Social Security while living abroad?
So there are no issues with a U.S. citizen living abroad, with the exception of maybe half a dozen countries. If you were living in Cuba, you would have a problem because there'd be no way to wire the funds to you there, and the same thing for North Korea. But outside of places like that, no, there's no problem with you living abroad and receiving Social Security. If you are not a U.S. citizen, if you are a resident, but you're not a U.S. citizen and you're eligible for Social Security, there are requirements for you to come back to the United States. I believe it's every 6 months or so, just to make sure that you keep your Social Security active. But for U.S. citizens, there's no requirement like that. Now, Brett, one of the things that for Social Security, one of the aspects that is really important is that you're trading off benefits. You're either taking your benefit earlier and your payment's smaller, but you get more of them, or you're taking it later and your payment is bigger, but you don't have the benefit of the same number of payments. Once you hit age 70, you don't have any upside to waiting. There's none. Nothing happens for you past age 70. And so it's important that if you're going to file, and the wording of your question made me worry about this a little bit. It's important if you're going to file that you file before your 70th birthday, not around your 70th birthday, because you could lose a couple of months of payments. So I would say the answer to your question is file 4 months. You can file up to 4 months before your 70th birthday. Most people do it 3 months, but you can go as far back or as early as 4 months before your birthday.
All right, great.